Welcome! My name is Bethany. I am a singer and a voice teacher, and in today's video, we are talking about vibrato. I'm going to tell you what it is exactly, what you want to avoid, and most importantly, I'm going to give you some exercises to help you develop vibrato in your own singing. Now, I think we can all agree, vibrato adds such a beautiful, shimmery quality to the voice when done correctly. Unfortunately, a lot of singers struggle to develop vibrato naturally. So what exactly is vibrato? All it is just a slight alteration in pitch that happens when your vocal cords are vibrating freely. Sounds easy enough. So why do so many singers struggle with vibrato? Well, you need two things in order to achieve a healthy vibrato. First, you need to be singing with a nice, relaxed, open throat, free of tension, free of strain. And the second thing, which I think is a little bit more important, is you need to be singing with balanced air pressure in the vocal tract. So when you don't have these two things, that's when we start to hear slight variations in vibrato. You might hear someone with a really wide, wobbly vibrato. Sometimes that makes you sound a little older than you are. Sometimes you'll have a singer with a really fast vibrato that sounds a little unstable or shaky. Or you might encounter singers that couldn't produce a vibrato at all in the throat, so what they do is they create it. They use their diaphragm to kind of pulse vibrato, so the body ends up shaking a little bit. Or you might notice a singer whose jaw moves or whose tongue moves while they're singing because they're using the tension in these areas to create vibrato. And we don't want that. So the first thing I want you to focus on when you're developing a healthy, natural vibrato is that air pressure. And we're going to do that by starting with a hiss. Okay? It sounds like this. And when you make that sound, you're going to notice your diaphragm engage, but you aren't able to expel as much air because you have your teeth closed down. So we're going to do this in pulses and then sustained hissing. So to start, we're just going to do 2 beats of pulsing and 2 beats of sustained hissing. So it sounds like this. Try that for me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. What this exercise does is it really helps you to understand the feeling of balanced air pressure. So after you've done this exercise hissing, you can switch to a vowel, and we're going to use oo. Oo is such a great vowel because it enables the vocal cords to come together gently without adding too much pressure. So just like the hissing exercise, you're going to pulse on oo for 2 beats and then sustain for 2 beats. So it'll sound like this. Oo, 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 oo. Eventually you'll go up to 3 or 4 beats. It doesn't matter if there's straight tone in your sound right now. What this is doing is just helping you balance air pressure. Now, if you want to continue working on air pressure, but in an actual song, you're going to do that on an NG sound. So think of the word sing. That ending sound is what we're going for. It feels a little bit like a hum. You'll take the tip of your tongue and you want it touching the inside of your bottom teeth. And then the sides of your tongue are going to be touching the inside of your top teeth. And you can apply that to any melody. Using that NG sound really helps to balance your air pressure because you can't let out quite as much air as you're probably used to when you're singing. So we've talked a lot about air pressure, but if you are someone who struggles to sing with a relaxed, open throat, I have a couple other videos on jaw tension and tongue tension that you might find helpful. Last but not least, at the very beginning, I told you that vibrato is just a slight alteration in pitch. So what we're going to do now is get the vocal cords used to alternating between 2 pitches, but very quickly. And we're going to do that through a trill. Now, if you are a classical singer, you've probably encountered this in an art song or in an aria, but we don't really use trills in contemporary music, so I am going to show you how you can practice your trills. So you're going to pick two notes that are right next to each other in a comfortable part of your range. You can do this in chest voice or head voice, and you're going to start by alternating between the two very slowly. From here, you're going to gradually increase your speed until you get to the point that it sounds like a trill. I once had a teacher tell me that it almost feels like a yodel, which I think is a really good description. Now, full disclosure, I'm not the best at trills as is, so I'm going to demonstrate in head voice because that's where I have the most practice. But again, you're just going to pick two notes, go slowly, and then eventually speed up. And it does kind of feel, probably sounds like a yodel too. Yole-oo, yole, yole, yole. Does that feel like a yodel? Yodele, yodele, yodeloo. I can't yodel. I'm singing The Sound of Music. Anyway, all right, we're gonna stop there for today. No more yodeling. What I do want to mention before I end this video is that if you are someone who is struggling with vibrato, whether you're trying to develop it or you need to even yours out, please, please, please don't give up. I've had students who figured out vibrato in a few lessons, and I've had other students who needed months to figure out the vibrato. And it sounds super unfair because some singers, they have it instantly. But with patience, with practice, it is 100% possible for every singer to develop a healthy, natural vibrato. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next time.